Hey everybody, welcome back to the Armory today. Well, we've got our 1903 Springfield. This is the one that was sporterized. It was drilled for this peep sight right here. And if you're removing these, be aware there's a screw that fits under this side plate. So you have to remove this whole top piece to access the screw, and then this screw right here, and then the whole thing comes apart. Don't lose any of the screws. They're real tiny machine screws, not terribly easy to find, but we've got our peep sight removed, got our EGW scope rail here for a 1903, not an 03A3, as this is a 1903 model. So it just fits right on the receiver like that. And the one thing you got to worry about is the rearmost screw. There's this little machine cutout right here. You don't want the screw to hit that. And it looks like if we line up the very front of the rail with the very front of the receiver, looks like we've got a perfect hole that won't interfere with that cutout. So we're going to go with that. Also, the very forwardmost screw we're not going to put in, because that is going to go right into the action threads and right into the chamber, which we don't want to do. So we're just going to do the second hole back and then the two rears, and that should be good. So that's what we got today. So the action's removed from the stock, remove the bolt, and everything looks like it's going to go smoothly. So what I had to do is I had to special order the tap, and I went ahead and special ordered the drill bits as well. These screws are very, very small. They are machine screw size 6 with a thread pitch of 48. So this is a really, really tiny bugger. And it's going to be a real tiny, tiny, tiny tap. So we've got the tap. I went ahead and ordered, it was actually cheaper to buy bulk drill bits than it was to buy a couple. So I went ahead and bought a little bulk set of drill bits. I actually have a couple of these EGW rails to put on, so that will be perfect. And with that, we're going to line this up and get our first holes going. There is a really quick and easy way to make sure that the scope rail is not only sitting on here properly, but it's properly aligned left and right. So let me show you that real quick. So basically, without a specific jig to set up the action, what you can do is you can use a C-clamp with a square base on the bottom, and you can set it right here, and then just very gently clamp the scope rail down to the top of the action, and then that will keep it nice and square on top. And once you have that, you can then center punch your holes to be drilled. So that's going to take a couple of hands. I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick, and we'll be right back. Alright, so here's basically what we got. We got the clamp on, we got it centered nicely, and it's holding it nice and firm. So let's get these center punches, and we'll get that going. Now the best way to do this is a transfer punch. The outside of the punch is machined to a specific size, and then it's got a centered punch on the end of it. So you match this up with the hole, and it'll give you a nice perfect center on the hole. So All right. All right. There we go. It's just that easy. Now, like I said, we did not drill and tap that front hole for fear of breaking into the chamber, but all that looks real slick, and it looks like it's perfectly lined up side to side, and it looks like we're good to go. All right. Now let's get this back in the stock. We'll see how it does. There we go. We're all done with this for the day. I think we're ready to put a scope on it and see how she shoots. I think she's going to shoot very, very well. This barrel's got beautiful rifling in it. So I still think there's a good possibility this might be an aftermarket barrel, because it's just way too fancy, way too clean on the inside. So there we go. Scope rail installed. Just need to find a suitable scope for it and get it out to the range. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll check you on another video.